So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be watching Shark, and we're trying to answer the question, is he one of the best fighters in EU right now, or even just the best fighter in EU right now? I was watching EU FNCS not too long ago, and my good friend Ozzy Antics kept going on about Shark, kept going on about him, saying, oh, he's one of the best fighters, one of the best fighters. And I thought he was exaggerating a little bit, just, how Ozzy is, he likes to exaggerate a bit. And I sort of just brushed it off. Well, then at the end of the tournament, at the end of finals, I saw Kinch posting the stats as he does, and lo and behold, Shark was in number one. He had the most damage in EU grand finals, or just EU weekly finals of FNCS. And I went and watched all of their games, and spoiler alert, he is one of the best fighters. He is one of the best fighters. But I thought I would watch one of the games from the round before where they won, because obviously there's usually going to be a bit more fighting, so hopefully there'll be some more examples in this game for us to basically see what these guys are about. I think this game was their 25 kill second place, so they had a bunch of kills in this game as a team. I'm not sure exactly how much Shark had, but basically there should be a lot more fights for us to watch and see what they do. Already off spawn, he's picked up one. He landed on the mountains, dropped down, get some barrels, quick to fight, nothing too complicated there. But yeah, hopefully there'll be some things for you guys to learn as well if you're looking to improve at Fortnite and get better, as we also try and figure out who the best pro players in the world are. Now, Drew, Ziandi, two very experienced players in EU. If you watch a lot of EU Fortnite, you should be familiar with these guys. They've been around for quite some time. Ziandi obviously had a bunch of really good runs back in the day with Chapix, where he sort of made his name. He's obviously played on LAN as well. Drew, another player who, not as experienced as Giandy maybe, but a player who's been around maybe just as long. Had some really good runs at times as well. I remember this year playing with Robin, he looked really good. I remember they were one of the teams that would land Grim Gate, and they always pretty strong from there. So Shark's got two great players alongside, but he doesn't have as much experience. Young Romanian player, another Romanian player that Ziandi's just picked out of nowhere, it feels like. Similar to how he did with Turtle earlier this year. And you're going to see here, they're going to drop down into Mars Meadows. Of course, they hear some fighting, so they're going to look to third party sneak in, get some damage, get some surge, get some kills. And this fight is really awkward because it's all sort of happening in the tunnel, which is a terrible place to be fighting from. You see No Riley, Janice, and Reason, they just have nowhere to go. I'm not sure how that fight played, like what went on in that fight before, but yeah, that was not the best way to fight from there. Let's just say that. They get cleaned really easy, and that's three little kills, but three easy kills there for Shark to get. Yeah, that was not the best way to fight that. But yeah, Shark himself doesn't have a bunch of experience. According to Fortnite Track, he's only got about like 4,000 earnings. His Twitter page, he claims to have some more from some other stuff, I guess. So this is really a player who hasn't been playing. I think he's been playing for a while, for like over a year or so, right? But in terms of just like high level competitive doing well, he's sort of come from nowhere. He's burst onto the scene a bit here. So he was certainly a player that I wasn't too familiar with. But after watching his games, he's a player that I'm really excited to see how he improves and develops. Of course, we have this in EU a lot where like players just sort of come out of nowhere and are cracked, and they do good for a couple of tournaments, and then they sort of just fade into like mediocrity, and we don't hear much from them ever again. But I'm hoping, oh, getting a phone call here. But I'm hoping that we can see Shark sort of evolve into one of the better players there. So we'll speed this up along a bit here. I think they are just farming up now. I did record this, or I tried to record this a bit beforehand, and my recording was corrupted. So here, one of the players who died in this fight is going to try and get the cards, and they're just all going to be camped here in the tunnel. Easy enough, not too hard to deal with. Cade, Cringe, and Mappy are going to engage on them now. And Shark does something here that I've seen him do a lot of in the games I watched from the finals. Like, this is something he did so much. So you see Mappy, Cringe, and Cade sort of, I like the way they engage this, right? They sort of are coming from two different sides. trying to pinch these guys in, squeeze these guys in. But you see Shark just starting to lurk, starting to sneak around. Yandy and Drew have all the attention, so Cade and Cringe are just going to build right over Shark. They have no idea he's here. And just look at the play he makes. He's committing to the lurk. He's trying to find an opening. Obviously, his teammates have taken a bit of damage, so he's trying to like find some space, create an opening for them to like get back in to this fight level peg. And you can see here, Mappy's just got no idea. And that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The key there as well to that is the timing. You see there, he waits for Mappy to shoot his AR. And so when Mappy's there spraying his AR, he's got no chance of hearing Shark sneaking through like that. And so I see a lot of people try and make lurk plays like that. Me, myself, I try and make lurk plays like that. And a lot of the time, you know, I'm unsuccessful. And it's because you got to wait for that right timing. Mask your sound with the sound of someone else. Wait for the opponent to be doing something where they're not going to be expecting you at all. And a lot of the times you're going to have a much better chance of getting that opening, getting that lurk successfully. And so, yeah, really nice play from Shark. That honestly, that's a play that I saw him make in the finals a bunch. So, like, that's not just like a one-off from him. He makes those sort of lurk plays a lot. And he, you know, makes them successfully a lot. And it comes down to just that really good timing. Not giving away anything. So we'll skip past this a bit. And at this point, these guys are stacked already. But as you can sort of see, if you can look at the minimap, one of the teams got rebooted from that fight that they came and cleaned their mask medals before. And so they sort of hear this fight taking place. And yeah, there's not much these guys are going to have to be able to do. They've not really got much. But still, we'll see how they deal with it. I think one of the players maybe dipped away. So you see here now, it's 3v1. And still really nice fundamentals there in terms of team fighting. You saw Drew and Ziandi sort of spraying into the box, and Shark is focused on just getting some peace, right? When you have the man advantage, sometimes it's easy to just try triple spray in. But in that case, Shark focused on getting some peace, getting some control so that player doesn't have much space to move while the other two spray in. So still some really nice fundamentals there from Shark. And yeah, there was never really going to be much that this team was going to be able to do. So zone pulls far here. And I'm not too sure what happens, but okay, so it looks like Drew gets a beam onto one of these players that they're rotating alongside. And they're quite split. So I think they're going to try and engage on this. Yeah, these guys don't seem like the best players in the world. So they are just going to look to jump in. Once again, Shark doing the same thing as he did in that previous fight, like looking for that top piece. That's really nice patience there. Really, really nice patience. He can just edit on that guy, take the 50-50 trade, probably win. But he holds the edit, waits for backup from Ziandi, just to guarantee that they don't lose too much in that. Really smart play. But again, right there, you see his teammates are spraying in. He's looking to try to get some control over the top to get in on that guy. And so really nice stuff from Shark here so far already. So in Endgame now, this is where stuff gets fun. This is where we separate the men from the boys. Sky jump there, runs back into zone and almost gets caught because of it. By this point, these guys need to focus on their rotation. You see them just sort of using the void mask just to try catch up, get ahead. Ooh, are they going to try to play high here? They might be trying to play high. They get up onto this bridge, which is nice, but the train's coming in, so they got to be careful. Because I've seen this happen way too many times. Where a team's just on the bridge and the train absolutely screws them. Okay, looks like they're going to get off now, which is nice. There was a team on the bridge behind them with Skyjump, Mumsy, and QB, and they get fucked by the bridge. See, you gotta be careful. If you're on the bridge in Endgame, you gotta know where the train is. That's fine though, they don't lose too much for that. They're not really in a position to play height, but they spot the solo down here. They're gonna jump that. They did jump that, okay. That's nice, nice and easy. Jump down on the solo. You're protected from everyone because of, you know, you're jumping off the edge of the cliff there. No one in the lobby can really see you, so that's a free kill. And again, Ziandi and Shark just trying to look for a drop down here on this solo, and that's a really nice find. Sees spots out the wood even through like the messiness of the tree and everything, and sprays that guy down. And at this point, he's already on double-digit limbs now, 11 kills. So they're gonna look to mask low to try claim it. They need to be careful because there's a team here that could cut them off. But Ziandi's already on it. They start focusing them. Drew's a bit in the back. Oh. Shark does well though, most of this endgame so far, to stick on Ziandi at the front of the top, right? Support him where he needs it, which is really nice. And all three of them get together now. You can see just how aware they have to be because there's so many players on low now at this point. Hyper aware. They run into a team. Shark though, still worried about behind. And this is really awkward. So they just try to spray their way out. Run into another team. Ooh, really nice movement. Unfortunate to die there. Really nice movement the way he was swinging and strafing between those walls. And now it's just up to Drew to solo clutch. But really you can see from that game, right? Like you can see just how good Shark is in fighting situations, right? Being able to like create openings for his team. In Endgame, sticking onto the IGL at the front of the top and being there to support whenever a play needs to be made. And Drew's been popping off this whole game as well, right? Like Drew and Shark really are two very special talented players. If they can both be like active together in Endgame, because you can even see in this Endgame so far already, like Shark was really stuck on Ziandi and Drew was sort of in the back doing his own thing, right? Like if they're both playing more together, these guys can be crazy. So we're gonna watch another Shark Endgame here because the last one was a bit underwhelming. This one is another game from the round where they won. And you can see again already, more sneaky plays from Shark. I love how he does this. This is my type of player. I love players that just sneak around and lurk like this. It might be the CSGO player in me and CSGO fan in me though, because I always loved lurkers in CSGO. But again, really nice find from him there as we just jump straight in. Even in Endgame, his teammates taking the attention of the other players. Shark just lurking through the building. Finds an opening, finds a kill because of it. In this game, they win. So hopefully we get to see more of them fighting and popping off there. The last game sort of ended a bit anticlimactically, but that's fine. So zone pool's far, but they're on dead side, so they can just run down the side of this hill and get to it, which is really nice. I say hill, this is a full-on mountain. Drew's just going to lead the way there. The teams on top of the mountain have no clue at all. Not paying any attention whatsoever. So they invest a bit of wood here, but more or less free. Being able to use this much wood, get it all out of the way is nice. And then they'll even farm some back off that tree. Okay, where are they gonna mask to here? Are they trying to play height? Interesting. I like this play. If they actually are able to keep height off of it, right? So you mask onto the mountain, tank a bit of storm, which is fine, because it gives you that position. Really nice call from Ziandi, I'm guessing, there, for the height play. Nobody else was really looking already. And that's possible as well because of the rotation they made before, right? They were in a good spot to be able to mask first up onto height. And from here, game's probably just a bit easy, right? From here, spray, hold height, Spray second high teams. Get some kills. They're super high here, but they're fine because of the mountain. They need to start placing some of their masks down though, in case they get chopped. That was something that they died to in the finals. They they didn't have their masks plopped down, so they got chopped and lose height as a result of it. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's one thing about Shark as well that we maybe didn't see from that last game, but like he's got unreal AR aim. And all of these guys have unreal aim as well. Like Ziandi is someone who I always knew had really good aim. Drew's got some really solid aim as well, but these guys are unbelievable with good ARs in their hands. And you saw that right there. Unfortunately, you can't see the damage numbers because replay is just so amazing. But you can see from the HP, just absolutely shredded that guy. Where is Drew? Am I bugging? Okay, no, Drew's up there as well. Well, Drew's just a bit below them. So Ziandi and Shark stay up on OE height. Drew just a bit below, spraying a bit. Drew's all the way below. Drew's getting on the walls already. Damn, okay. What was Drew here? What's Drew doing? They ran past you, lad. Is Shark gonna drop down now? Okay, I think Shark's gonna drop down now and get involved, maybe. As Zone starts to pull back, masks into the storm. He's waiting for it to pull back before he TPs. Nice. And now he can get in there and help Ziandi. Some players masking up. Needs to be careful though, because there's people masking on his head, yeah. Slides down. Nasty. Nasty. Ooh. Ooh, okay, nice little jump shot there. All right. Hold aside. Taken out again. This is just like, this is where you really see like some of the raw skill and mechanics here. And the zone pulls back up the mountain. Everybody dies as a result of it. I mean, look, is this guy the real deal? I truly do believe so. He's crazy. And he's not just like crazy in that he's like just full jumping in box and like going mad. Like he's got a really cool play style about him. Really hard to fight against. Crazy mechanically, good aim. I do think this kid is really impressive. But like I sort of mentioned at the start, we see this all the time in EU, man. We get these crazy kids that come through and like they burst onto the scene and they don't really do much. I think in terms of fighting fundamentals, he's got a lot locked down, like really solid fighting fundamentals. He's genuinely one of the best fighters in EU, 100%. I think there's some things to still learn about the game in terms of just like overall game knowledge and game fundamentals. But hopefully that comes from experience and playing with Ziandi and learning from those guys. But all in all, Shark, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.